It's time once again for Track Talk. Welcome back, everybody. Steve Kaplowitz here from 600 ESPN El Paso, and we are so excited to have race analyst Julie Farr with us for the first time here from Sunland Park Racetrack and Casino, a person that, let's be honest, we're all sleeping in the mornings on race day. She's up. She's already in the program, getting ready to analyze things. Julie, welcome aboard. And for people that have not been out to the track to see you and the work you get to do each and every race day, let's talk first about the amount of time and preparation that you really put into your selections.
Wow, thank you for having me, Stephen. I guess I'd be considered a racing nerd. I spend about 3 to 4 hours before each race day, whether it's in the evening or the morning of, and I just statistically go over the past performances, numbers, times, connections, percentages, just trying to come up with an educated guess for our fans so that they can make a little money and have some fun while they're at the track.
And you come from California, so prior to El Paso, you've been in racing probably most of your life, I would assume, like so many people have at Sunland. But let's talk a little bit about your stops prior to here.
Well, I started out my racing career on the Northern California Fairs. Real briefly, went to Los Alamitos Race Course, worked there for about 8 years in varying capacities, including the broadcasting, and then also was on the KCAL Live Fox Sports West show from Hollywood Park.
Excellent. So a lot of not just tracks, a lot of TV work for you as well. So you're a natural there in front of the camera, which is what's all about. And people that'll get a chance to come today or over the weekend or throughout the season, they're going to get a chance to see you. And as race analyst, you give people a little bit of a preview of what to expect before the horses get a chance to run.
I absolutely do. About anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes to post, I'm on camera from the paddock, giving you my top 3 selections and telling you, how I think the horses are handling the saddling paddock, how they're looking going up to the race, and then, of course, all of the statistical information.
Terrific. So, Julie, we've got a monster today. We had 2 big ones yesterday. Today, we've got 4 thoroughbred races, and we're talking about a lot of money involved, including that $100,000 Riley Allison Derby, which is the prep for the Sunland Derby. Let's begin with that, because I know a lot of people are going to be heading out to the track today. They're going to want to see the big one and who you really like, since there's a ton of great horses in the field.
There are, and we have a local horse in there, Steve, for trainer Todd Fincher, named Smash It. Will break from post position 2. This horse is coming off a 3-lengths win in the Zia Juvenile. That was at 6 furlongs. He stretches out to a mile today, but 2 outs back, he ran a mile. Not so successfully, but Todd has a way of training horses like none other. I have so much faith in Todd Fincher. He's recognized all around the world now as a great trainer, and I really like this horse. I think he'll run a big race, be ridden by Alfredo Juarez Jr.
Who should contend with Smash It for today?
Absolutely love the horse to his outside post position 3, and that's Take Charge Tom for Robertino Diodoro. Another great trainer, really great trainer. He's bringing in Orlando Mojica to ride. This horse is unbeaten. He's 2 for 2 in his lifetime. Another one who has not gone 2 turns. He hasn't gone a mile. He'll be stretching out today, but everything indicates that he'll make that just fine.
Excellent. Steve Asmussen's had a lot of success at this racetrack over the years. I've heard he's also has a horse that's going to be in the Riley Allison.
He does. He has the 8-horse Extradition. Has run 7th in both two most recent outs back. I don't know what the problem is, but I do know that Steve's the winningest trainer in North American history, so he'll figure that out. And this horse adds blinkers today, gets jockey Luis Contreras, who was our 2019 leading jockey at Sunland, so he knows his way around this oval. I think they're a deadly combination, and they pose an outside threat, 10-1 on the morning line.
Julie, give me an upset special. If you had to go ahead and take a long shot, who we looking at?
A long shot. I would go with Extradition. I would go with the Steve Asmussen horse. That would be my long shot in there.
Now that is the big one today. That's the Riley Allison, but there are 3 other major stakes races. The Riley Allison Derby will be a 1-mile race. How about the Bold Ego Stakes? One of my favorites. It's the 32nd running, $65,000 guaranteed purse, and it's a 5 1/2 furlong race.
Right. Our little local sweetheart superstar, Karina. She's coming off of that 2 1/4 length win last out on opening day in the New Mexico Racing Commissioner's Handicap. She has over 1.1 million in earnings, Steve. She's a rich little lady, and I think she'll do very well here. She is so consistent, and she's hit or finished in the money, which is first, second, or third in 32 of 33 lifetime starts. Can never count her out.
Julie Farr is making her Track Talk debut here with us on 600 ESPN El Paso. She is the race analyst for the Racetrack, and you'll catch her for every race. She's right there, ready to go and give you her selections. 2 more big ones to talk about. Let's get to the Borderplex Stakes. This is also 3-year-old fillies. It's 6 1/2 furlongs, and if you love the Sunland Oaks, this is your first look at maybe some of the horses that we could see at the Oaks, right, Julie?
Absolutely. And on this one, Steve, I went all over the map. I used a lot of I used all local horses. So I've got some long shots in this one. I started with the 7 on top Rosado for Joel Marr. Didn't fare so well last out. It's been running at Churchill Downs. Comes out here, makes first start in New Mexico. Definitely has 2 wins to her credit, though, and one of them at today's distance is 6 1/2 furlong. So that's why I used her on top.
Okay. And
I also threw in the 9 I'm going to tell you about because I really like this horse as well. And this is a sleeper, is Pink Pacific for Gary Cross, who is the trainer of Karina. So you've got good connections there. And this one's coming off a 1 3/4 length maiden win. Gary Cross, another outstanding trainer, who's been here his entire life. I got a feeling about this horse. I have no insider info, but I have a feeling I'm really anxious to see Pink Pacific run.
The 4th and final stakes race, the 20th running of the Fort Bliss Stakes. This is a $75,000 guaranteed purse for 4-year-olds and older in a 6 furlong race. Who do we like here, Julie?
Jackson Traveler. All day long, love him. I picked him last year when he captured the Bill Thomas Memorial. That was last February on Sunland Derby Day. He drew off to capture the Zia Park Sprint by 4 3/4 lengths. That was in November, his most recent out. He has over $1 million in earnings. He runs all over the country. He's looking for his 4th win in a row. Steve Asmussen, Luis Contreras. Great combination. I love this horse today.
No stakes races on Saturday, but Sunday we've got the 24th running of the Lou Wooten Sidney Valentini handicap for a $90,000 guaranteed purse. Fillies and mares 4 years old and older, and it's a 400-yard quarter horse sprint. And you tell me, since quarters are the stars on Saturdays and Sundays, who are we at least looking at to start here as you break things down?
Definitely looking at Flash to Glory. She'll leave from post position 4 for trainer David Meredith. She's coming off of a stakes win, I believe, last out. And I think she'll be very tough.
Julie, what do you love so much about your job and getting an opportunity to do this for the fans each and every live race day?
Well, Steve, I certainly am a horse lover. Absolutely love the horses, but it's the fans. The fans do this for me. I love being in contact with people all day long. I love it when people come up and let me know that they bet with my picks and they made money. It just warms my heart, and it puts me in touch with so many great people in this community, in this industry. It's just an amazing sport, and I wish more people would come out and enjoy it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm just looking forward to people getting a chance to watch this track talk before the racing today. They'll get a head start on things, and then head out over the weekend and see you and all the great horses, trainers, and jockeys to do battle out at Sunland Park Racetrack. Let's give our viewers the start time. Is how if they want to get to the races early, what's the best time to arrive?
Well, first post every day is at 12:25. That's when our first race will leave the gate. So Thursday through Sunday, 12:25.
So maybe get there. If you want to get there early, get there, what, like 11:30, 11:45, maybe 12 at the
Absolutely.
latest, right?
Grab a beer, come into the clubhouse, get a table, have some lunch. I mean, it's such an enjoyable facility, and we're all here to help everyone enjoy their day at the races.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we enjoyed having you here, Julie. Great stuff. Thanks for the time, and we'll look forward to having you join us throughout the year and the racing season here on Track Talk.
I look forward to it, Steve. Thank you so much for having me.